Hello everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge and welcome to another recommendation video. So according to my recommendation spreadsheet, which is now available for all of my channel members, so if you become a channel member at any level you'll be able to see it, I haven't made a rec video for fake dating in a very long time. Also, first off, I want to tell you too that, well, I guess it's second off or whatever, Goodreads lists, which helped me so much, also pissed me off because fake dating was not just fake dating. It also had marriage of conveniences and all those things mixed in. I was like, fake dating is different than a marriage of convenience. One of them can lead into the other, but like they're different, okay? So anyway, I figured fake dating, it was a good time to make one of these rec videos too, because guess what a lot of people's favorite video of 2021 was? It was The Love Hypothesis by Hazelwood, which I enjoyed. I had very warm, fuzzy, happy feelings for this book. It's not up to my normal level of what I enjoy in a spicy time book, but I figured we'd start this video off with this just to say that, like, if you like this or this kind of trope, but would like things ratcheted up a little bit as we do here at the Book Refuge, then I have a few recommendations for you that are going to range across the board. I have a paranormal, I have some spicier things, retellings, gay romance, I have all of it, okay? So in case you didn't know what this one is, this is two scientists in an academic setting where they end up in fake dating because she has accidentally said that she's dating him to get her friend off of her back, and he needs a fake girlfriend so that his college will think that he isn't planning to leave. They want him to be settled, so they agree to fake date. And also, some people say that this is Raylo fan fiction, and like I get that based on the picture that's put on there, but it didn't really feel like that as much to me. And I know some people disagree, but I mean, I guess I just have deeper Adam Driver desires than you guys do. But this is perfectly wonderful. So another one that I want to mention, this one is a gay romance, and it's a little bit of a gay for you type of romance. This is one called Fake Out by Finley, and I know that there's actually like a whole series of these. I had only read the first one in this one so far, but it is a series that I want to revisit, and because it's been a while since I've read this one, I'm a little bit foggy on it, but I do believe that this one has a straight guy, and I think that in this situation it's him trying to get out of dating someone, and so he says that he's gay. I don't 100% remember, but I know that it's fake dating because then his like friend has a gay brother or cousin. Again, it's vague. This is vague. I'm sorry. It's vague. And he asked this guy to like go on some like fake dates with him when he goes home to visit, because now he has to follow through with this being bisexual, being gay. And they have a very much like enemies to lover situation with this, because our gay man is like, you realize how shitty this is, that you're using the LGBTQ community to get you out of some uncomfortable situations. But the sexy times are good, and it ends up being a sexual awakening. So there we go. Then we have another gay fake dating situation, which is much swoonier and just adorable. And that's going to be Sailor Proof by Annabeth Albert. This is the first in her new series, which I think is called Shore Leave, is what the series is going to be called. I've actually read the second book in this series already too and really loved it. It comes out in February. But this one is about Naval Chief Derek Fox, who his ex-boyfriend is on the same submarine as him. These books are all about submarine chiefs and officers, and it's great. Special little sect of the Navy. And he is going to be coming into port in Birmingham, Washington, and he knows that there won't be anyone there waiting for him. Oh, it isn't his ex who's on the sub with him. I'm sorry. It is that his ex-boyfriend is dating someone else on the same sub with him. Got it. And so when he shows up at port, his crewmate is going to get to kiss his ex-boyfriend like in front of everybody. So he asks his friend, and well, his friend actually volunteers that he has a younger brother, Arthur, who has come out as gay, and Derek remembers him as being kind of this awkward, shy band geek. Doesn't know that Arthur, though he still is a musical genius / computer nerd, he's not too shabby looking anymore, and actually has a big crush on Derek from when they were younger. So Arthur totally agrees to meet them there, and they share this very passionate kiss, which ends up getting photographed and put on the internet. So now, instead of them just fake dating for this one moment in time, their families both know about it. And they agree to a fake dating arrangement for a certain amount of time to get Arthur through a couple of family events, so that it doesn't seem like this was just all a game. And yeah, there's only one bed. There is a lot of new experiences for Arthur, who knows that he's gay, but he hasn't had a lot of opportunity to experiment with what he likes best. So Annabeth Albert, I have a lot of her books on my TBR upcoming. She writes, I think, almost exclusively gay romance, and I'm very excited for them because a lot of them are like military or, you know, like men in uniform. So I loved this one. So sweet. Then, you know, a good one from 2021 was Neon Gods by Katee Robert, which I'm sure y'all are very familiar with at this point. But this is technically a fake relationship. That's how it starts. Persephone was about to be married off to Zeus in Olympus, and that was not going to be good for her because Zeus has went through a few wives recently. He's went through them. And when Persephone is running away, she ends up crossing the bridge into the underworld, and Hades is believed to have been killed off, and so she doesn't actually know that that's really all a ruse and that he really is alive. And they decide to make a deal where they will pretend to date and engage in voyeuristic sexual experiences in front of his people, so that word gets back to Zeus and humiliates him. And of course, their feelings quickly spiral from there. I really loved this book. I really have loved Electric Idol as well, which comes out very soon. Then I want to mention The Temptation by Nikki Sloane. This is actually book 5 in the Filthy Rich Americans. I do recommend you have read the series before you read this one. I know not everyone likes the first 3 in the series, but I love the redemption and I love the temptation. And the thing is, you can't fully appreciate how great the temptation is if you haven't read the others, but I think you could get away with just reading the redemption and the temptation if you want to. But anyway, this one is about our hero, and his friend has disappeared and they don't know where she went. And then we have our heroine, who is actually kind of like a thief and like a grifter, but she was friends with this same friend. And so she's investigating what happened to her, and she ends up fake dating with our hero so that she can gain access to his social circles. So this is fake dating. And they also make like a bet with each other, though, that they won't seduce each other for a certain amount of time, but of course that's not going to last too long. But I did really enjoy this book quite a lot. Then Feral Sins by Suzanne Wright. I've talked about this book many times, especially last year, because this book was so unique to me because it's a fake mate situation. This world has its own mythology, but we have Taryn, who is a wolf, and she is a healer, but she also is like a latent shifter. So she's very powerful. She's an alpha female, but she cannot actually transform into her wolf form. And so she's very much like seen as a joke. And her father plans to use her for like a political marriage, because there are fated mates in this series, but you also can like choose a mate. Like there's kind of different levels. You can choose your mate and you can imprint with them. You just will never fully reach matehood with them. And so if at any time you came across your real mate, You would basically ditch that person you'd been with to be with your true mate. I mean, most people would. So anyway, then we have Trey Coleman, who is the leader of this small kind of like rogue pack, but he's very dangerous, very fierce. And they decide to, well, he kidnaps her and kind of asks her to help him with a certain situation, wants to help get her father into an alliance with his pack. And she doesn't want this marriage with that shitty guy her dad was going to try to mate her with. And so they agree to do a fake mating situation. So the way they like set this up where they're going to run into each other at a club and then like act like they're wolves, recognize each other, and then there won't be anything her dad can do about it because they will be mates. The thing is, their wolves actually do recognize each other. But I love this because they think they're fake mating it, but they're not. Also, Suzanne Wright's wolves really like butt stuff. Just saying. They want to claim all of their mate. So there you go. There's both of those. Okay, then a couple comedies I want to share. There's Muffin Top by Avery Flynn. This is one I read quite a while ago, actually, but this has a plus-size heroine and a hero who is a firefighter, a very large, tall, ginger man, and she needs to go to her high school reunion where she was pretty mistreated and bullied as a young woman, and to do her a favor, the hero agrees to go with and pretend to be her boyfriend while she's there. And there is there's only one bed trope. There's also he's too big trope, and it's very sexy. I enjoyed it. This hero, he does have a bit of work to do, I'll say that, but it's fun. And then the last one I want to mention is also an upcoming release. It will be out in just like a week or two, I believe, and that is called The Dating Dilemma by Mariah Ankenman. This is book 2 in her Hot Stuff series. I don't know. You don't have to read these in order, that's fine, but there is The Wedding Dilemma, which was a fun one as well. So The Dating Dilemma is about this woman who works for a children's after-school program that is kind of run down and underfunded, and our hero is a fireman who he goes there to do an inspection, is like, you got all these things you need to fix, and she's like, how will you afford it? And he's like, don't worry, I can use some of my volunteer hours to help fix things up. I have some skills with electricals and stuff like that. He had a bad relationship a few years ago, so he's not looking to date anyone, and she's like, I'm actually on a dating fast. I'm not dating anyone for 6 months, so this is great. Nothing will happen between us. Well, then he happens to tell his sisters, who are trying to get him to date again, that he's dating this new woman that he met. So she agrees to be his fake date for a certain amount of time. And then, of course, that leads to, well, we might as well practice sex with each other because that'll be great too. So there you go. There are some fake dating recommendations that I've loved in the last year. Let me know some of your favorites. I do have another video, like I said, I've made of this one. It was a long time ago, but I will put that up there somewhere as well. So thank you so much for watching. I put up new videos 3 to 4 times a week, and you can watch some more of them right now. Bye.